Okay. Hi again. How is everyone doing? Woo! We're ready to get these graduates out here on stage and start this show, right? Okay. So we've already introduced our team, and again, just welcome to the 2024 graduation ceremony to celebrate these amazing graduates. Thank you for being here. We're going to talk a little bit more about this group over here, but I do want to just mention we've got some amazing apprentices this year, so that's who these people are. So give them a round of applause. Love it. Thank you. Again, I'm Tasha Renfro, the director of On Track School. So we've got a couple things on stage, and then we're going to get this show started. This is our itinerary or program. You probably have one in your hand. If not, you want to take a screenshot, you absolutely can. And then, if you guys don't know, we have a scholarship race. Loretta Lynn this is our second year doing the scholarship race. So if you want to learn more about that and how we support our athletes, visit www.scholarshiprace.com, scan the QR code, and help us support our athletes. So we are going to get started. Enjoy the video.
Know who my representing here tonight. Hold on.
I keep letting you back in. How can I explain myself? You said you care for me better.
Louisiana. Murder on the beat. Something for y'all to cut up to, you know. Yeah. Everybody get your roll on. I know shorty and she doesn't want no slow song. Had a man last year, life goes on. Haven't let that thing loose, girl, in so long. You been inside, know you like to lay low. I've been peeping what you bringing to the table. Working hard, girl, everything paid for. First, last phone bill, car, no cable. With your phone out, gotta hit them angles. With your phone out, snapping like you Fable. And you showing off, but it's alright. And you showing off, but it's alright. It's a short life, yeah.
Best. You can be the King Kong banging on your chest.
You can beat the world, you can beat the war. You can talk to God, go banging on his door.
You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock.
Yeah.
You can move a mountain, you can break rocks.
You can be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you can find yourself.
Standing in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. And the world's gonna know your name. You can run the mile, you can walk straight through hell with a smile.
You could be the hero, you can get the gold. Breaking all the records, sleep, I never could be broke.
Yeah, do it for your people, do it for your pride.
right, how about our graduates coming out? And did you like the video? How about the recap video? Round of applause for that. Thank you. Okay, so if we can have everyone stand, we're going to do a Pledge of Allegiance led by Cody Eldridge.
Please join me. I pledge allegiance unto the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Sergeant Eldridge. Now we're going to have a prayer led by Kevin Kosa.
I want to share something with the students real quick before I pray. This is out of 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 7. It says, "What makes you different from one another, and what do you have that you did not receive?" What that means is each and every one of you have a special God-given gift. Each and every one of you are unique, and you have a place in this earth and a place in this that we all need. You are all special, and God made you special with all special talents. Never forget that. Let's pray. Father, we thank you for your word. It teaches us we can pray. It teaches us that praying is not just tradition, but it's faith. So as we begin this ceremony this evening, we ask that you bless it. And we ask that every student that's represented here, that you bless their life, that you give them wisdom, you give them great knowledge, and that whatever their future holds for them, it will be great. It will be a good future because they will look to you. They'll believe you bless them. And as they've gained this knowledge, they'll take that into the next stage of their life, and we'll see goodness and greatness and many, many years ahead of them where they will look back and say, I did this, I graduated, and they'll use that in their future. We thank you for that. We thank you for blessing this time and this ceremony, and we just give you praise and glory for it. In your name, Jesus, amen.
Good evening. My name is Tim Cotter, and it is my honor to address you here tonight. 47 years ago, I was going to Morgantown Junior High School in Morgantown, West Virginia. I had a substitute teacher in home ec. Didn't know who she was, but we sure did love substitute teachers, because we could get away just about anything, and it was home ec. That meant chocolate chip cookies for sure. Well, the teacher walked in, and she was rather stern. Some would say she was difficult. Not long after that, I was invited to go to High Point Raceway to announce a motorcycle race. So I go to High Point. I had no idea what a motorcycle race was or a motocross bike. I wasn't a horsepower guy, and I don't come from a horsepower family. And as soon as I got there, I walked over to the registration trailer, and there was my substitute home ec teacher, Rita Coombs. That was the fall of 1977, and I haven't left the racetrack since. Rita gave me an opportunity, and her husband Dave, to announce races and go to these events, and it became my passion. And from that day forward, yes, I've had other jobs. I've worked in the oil fields and in the construction business. But when I went to the racetrack, I've never had to go to work. And today, I come here, and I've never worked a day in my life at Loretta Lynn's. Yes, the days are long. People say, what are your hours? I say daylight to midnight. And I do it with a smile on my face most of the time. I've been blessed. I hope that you students down here are as blessed as I have been, that you find something that you really love and you go after it with all of your heart and all of your energy and do something that you really, really love. Don't ever have to go to work is a blessing. We all know people that have to go to work. maybe your parents or a brother or a sister that get up and say, sorry, I have to go to work. I'm lucky that I get to go to work, and I enjoy going to work, and it is a blessing. Graduates, I give you this challenge. Make a difference in someone's life. Someone has made a difference in your life, or you wouldn't be here. And I challenge you to pass that on. Find a person in your neighborhood, a person in your friend group that may be struggling, and make a difference in their life. It is up to you. And when you do that, and when you find the joy of making the difference in someone's life, it is a joy that you cannot replace. And you continue to do that. So I challenge you and all of you to do the same. Make a difference in somebody's life that brings you joy. Ladies and gentlemen, several years ago, as this program grew, we realized that out of the family unit that comes racing, we may have one rider, one brother, one sister, a dad that makes the race, and the rest of the family comes to support. Well, that's a long week to ask your little sister to hang out. That's a long week to have your big brother working on your bike. And so we felt we need to find something for those brothers and sisters to do, and we need help. And so we started the Apprentice program. At the time, it was a fly-by-night, thought in the night, do an apprentice, and 3 kids showed up, and we said, we're going to teach you what we do. First little boy showed up, said, I'd like to be an apprentice. He was about that tall. He had blonde hair, as I remember. I said, hey, little boy, what do you want to be? He said, I want to be a drone pilot. Really? A drone pilot? Yep. Well, my boss, Kerry, said, then by golly, Tim, let's make him a drone pilot. We took him up to the TV truck. We gave him the keys to the drone, and he flew it right into the side of a tree. It got stuck in a tree, and it was there for 3 days. And we finally got a tree trimmer to come out in the middle of the night to climb the tree and get our drone out of the tree. We've come a long way since then, and these young men and women over here in the yellow shirts, please stand up. There were nearly 40 of them this year. That came to Loretta Lynn's. Now, how many of you folks came here without anybody in the race? That you came here for the Apprentice program? Look at that. More than not came here. Some of them, there's one over here. Some of them drove from Connecticut to spend a week here to shadow the MX Sports staff. What an honor that is. That I could be the blessing, that I could bring joy to somebody and try to teach them what we know. So thank you so much. It wasn't easy. It was long hours. It was hard work. We hope that you leave here better off than when you came, and we hope that we've inspired you to make a difference in the motorcycling industry. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Again, I believe that we're put on this earth to make a difference, and we will continue to do that. You have the pledge of MX Sports. We have full support in what On Track does. We see the difference. We see the difference over the past 15 years on how our athletes conduct themselves, what their next step is, where their journey might head. And it is my hope that your journey ends up here some way, shape, or form. That your journey comes back here. Perhaps you will be the next Tim Cotter or the next Kerry Russell or the next Rita Coombs or the next Jeff Russell or the next Derek Garcia. We hope that you will come back and make a difference in a sport that we all love. In closing, to sum it up, find something in your life that you have passion for and let that passion be currency. What does that mean? Passion is currency. That means you work somewhere that you love and you don't mind working. You might get paid a little less than your neighbor. Don't ever look across the street at your neighbor and say, boy, I wish I had it like him, because you have no idea what him has behind his curtain. Do what makes you happy. Do what your passion is. God bless you all.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for being patient with us today, and I'm so excited that you're here. I understand that many of our families have come from Washington State, Texas, California, and they're not even racing too, so thank you so much for making this journey. I appreciate it. We have some awards that we're going to give out before we get started, and I want to introduce the scholarships that we have given this year. So we have recipients that we want to be proud of, and for the Weisco Performance Scholarship, Caden McKitty. For the set, we can hold applause to the end. Sarah Price Scholarship recipient is S.J. Meadows. The Jonathan Mazak Memorial Scholarship is Aiden Payne. The Ken Roxon Grit Scholarship is Colin Paskowski. The On Track Ambassador Scholarship is Gage Dunham and Jigs Fustini. And without the support of our industry for the scholarships, we would not be able to spread that wide across our school. So congratulations to those recipients. And then we have some teachers that we need to honor for MVP awards. For the Elementary Teacher of the Year, Kylie Cisneros. For MVP Middle School Teacher of the Year, J.C. Brown. MVP High School Teacher of the Year, Kim Goodman and Danny Arrington. MVP Teacher's Aide of the Year, Jordan Crane and Erica Ezel. MVP Support Staff Member of the Year, Tasha Renfro, Director of Operations and Revenue.
You guys, normally I make a speech, but I'm going to cut it short, and I'm going to introduce someone who's going to help us present one more special award that wasn't on your agenda. So Michael Lieb, if you'll come up here and help me present an award to our director, Andrea Lieb, for 20 years. I'll turn it over to Michael.
No, I'm going to read something.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to take a couple minutes to say a couple words about my mom. 20 years ago, we were just like you guys, trying to create our racing career, going around racing and avoiding school and coming back to insane amount of homework. And wow, 20 years. Yeah. 20 years. I'm going to give you guys a little story about how On Track actually first came up. I don't know how many actually know this story, but it's pretty funny. So we were driving home from Loretta's, and my dad was talking to my mom about how we were going to have to homeschool, my sister and I, to continue to go racing. Her initial reaction was, quote, over her dead body. So anyway, Mom, what a path to pave. There's no better team that I can picture that is more fit for this project than you and Dad. Like you and Dad have always taught me, leave whatever you do better than you found it. I couldn't be more proud of the example that you are making. Thank you to the staff, to the families, to the community, to the Coombs family, to MX Sports for supporting my parents' journey to provide education while we get to be at incredible places such as Loretta's while we chase our dreams. Mom, you're my biggest role model. I'm proud of you, and I can't wait to see what the future unfolds.
Wow, I didn't expect that. I specifically told our team that I really wanted to focus on our seniors, and now I feel like I've stolen the spotlight a little bit, but I'm speechless of all the love in the room and just honored. So thank you so much, Michael. I'm so glad that you're here. At this time, I would like to invite Zoe Arrington. She's our Salutatorian to share her speech with you.
Hi, I'm Zoe Arrington. And the time I was on track, it taught me that perfection is not something you can accomplish. Things happen, and we're not going to be the best at everything because we're human. We make mistakes and we fall down. But I had amazing teachers and an amazing family to pick me up. Many people behind the screens have supported us and equipped us with the tools to succeed. Life is like a maze. Sometimes we go one way when we're supposed to go the other. That's why we're not alone. The people around us can show us the right way, and we can also guide them. That's why we have friends and family, people who love us, so we can all walk together through the twists, turns, and falls. As I was pondering the appropriate words for this evening, this poem came to mind. You may think that this is the end, but this is where it begins. As you close chapter 1, look around at what you've done. Life is a mystery, but we'll get through it and make history. Right now, this is your greatest night, but it's only one part of your life. And as you write your book, don't forget to always look back where you began, because then you'll know you always could and you always can. In conclusion, our journey behind the screen has shaped us into the resilient and capable individuals we are today. Congratulations, class of 2024. Let's go out and make our mark on the world.
Thank you, Zoe. And now for our valedictorian, Ruffin Dodson. And Ruffin, your parents have a very special award for you. And I have to say, this is amazing. Check this out. Valedictorian #1 plate. Super cool. I'll hold that for you.
Thank you.
Okay.
I am so excited for today that we can celebrate the academic pinnacle of our lives thus far, not just from a few years of high school, but our entire lives. Again, I'm excited. My name's Ruffin Dodson. I'm 2024 class valedictorian, and apart from this graduation, I'm glad that I can finally come face to face with you all, because as it has seemed, so much of what I know of you all, and I'm sure some of you could say the same, has been behind a screen. It's been shrouded. What I've gone through, my accomplishments, my struggles, triumphs, has all been shrouded by a screen, and we all hold stories and memories that go beyond what meets the eye. But today, I don't want to look at what's behind the screen in my life and center myself, but rather I want to look and see what matters more, which is who's behind the screen. I think here at On Track, it's pretty obvious. I mean, we have all the amazing staff, the teachers, the administration, and of course, the parents who devote so much of their time and effort into all we do, whether here at On Track or elsewhere, academically or hobbies, motocross, and being here at the ranch, I can see quite an example of that. But you know, I think that when I think of words of praise, words of gratitude for these people, for what they've done, it's quite hard, not because, and I think we all fail at this, not because we might be oblivious or shadowed in the truth, we don't see the truth, but rather, likewise to our journeys, much of what they do is also behind the screens. We can never know the real depth of what they have done for us because, like our journeys, again, behind the screen. This can even be applied to our lives. Many times, people might underestimate us. A great example of this is from an article, a New York Times article. It was serialized October 9th, 1903, and from an excerpt, it reads that it might be assumed that the flying machine, which will really fly, might be evolved by the combined and continuous effort of mathematicians and mechanicians in from 1 million to 10 million years. 1 million to 10 million years. It even goes on to say that these mathematicians could be used much better elsewhere, that their works and their brains can be used better than this frivolous idea. And despite this, not even 3 months later, two brothers, the Wright brothers, would write history in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, changing history as we know it. So I guess what I'm really trying to say is just many times greatness, great things, it happens in silence, behind the scenes, behind a screen. Although others might ridicule you, tear you down, tell you can't do it, it's what goes on behind the screen that matters. As we have seen, that is what writes history. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. God bless you all. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ruffin. I am really excited, seniors, to be able to share this moment in time with you, this milestone with the class of 2024 and your families today here at the ranch. It is our 20th anniversary, and I need to start with gratitude as well. Gratitude is really the essence of why we're here today. So thank you to the parents for traveling this far and for trusting our team with your students' education. I really thank you for that. I want to thank the On-Track team, because without a team, this would not be possible. The On-Track team makes sure that our students are first and foremost and taken care of. I want to thank our Master of Ceremonies, Tim Cotter, for being a part of this program for so long, for believing in it, and for making sure that the entire ranch supports it as well. For Rita, Carrie, and Davey, thank you for believing in On-Track School and for asking me to judge that essay contest. I don't know how many years ago, about the summer vacation that led to our very first graduation of 3 students on this stage. Thank you to Donald, my husband, for telling me that yes, we needed an answer to make sure that students can have an educational pathway. And thank you to Michael for being here. That really means a lot to me. Graduates, one thing that stands out to me as I prepared to talk to you tonight is actually a quote that I used in my first little promotional piece. I don't know if you've heard of it before, but you'll relate to it. Obstacles are those frightful things you see when you take your eye off the goal. I'm sure you've heard it said that if you look at that rock, what's going to happen? You're going to hit that rock. I learned that when I was learning to ride a motorcycle. But even if you're not a racer, if there is a frightful obstacle out there and you lose track of the goal, you'll go off course. So there will be obstacles. There'll be lots of obstacles. Focus on where you want to go and beyond what you think you can do, and you will arrive. Doubt will come knocking on your door, and you have the ability and the God-given talent to rise above it. Surround yourself with people that support your goals and believe in you. Be open to change. If it's uncomfortable, go there. That means you're going to grow. Failure will happen. Plan on it and fail forward. The things you focus on are the things that will define your life. You have 18 years experience. You're catching up with On Track, by the way. And a taste of what life can offer by this time, the challenges, the successes, and you've already overcome so much. Look at where you are today, and know you did not get here by accident. You were empowered to succeed, and you took the initiative to engage with your teachers and ultimately excel. I'm so very proud of you, graduates. The future plans that you've shared are awe-inspiring to me. We have several core values at On Track, and one of them that drives everything that we do is passion. It has fueled our pathway and continues in the hearts of our students. I'd like to share that 33% of our graduates are going to college. 37% of our graduates are going into a family business or an entrepreneurial pathway. 30% are going into a pro racing career. 33% are honors. 6 graduates are graduating early. And 1 graduate who's also a salutatorian is graduating with an associate's degree already. I'm proud to share these success pathways from behind the screen of this graduating class. Amongst this graduating class, we have an airline pilot, we have community service workers, we have military service, we have medical field, technology field, NASCAR driver, professional motocross rider, motocross trainer, mechanics, education, and an electrician journeyman pathway. So I think we pretty much have it covered. Ruffin, the quote that you shared speaks volumes about integrity and the potential the impact of our community can have for our combined success. And Zoe, yes, let's cheer on the class of 2024 to make their mark on the world and shout, I can. In closing, the future belongs to you. Be unstoppable. Go on to fly the planes, serve, heal, and educate our world, and keep the engines running and the lights on.
Thank you, Andrea. You know what time it is? It's diploma time. If our students would rise and get lined up, this is what we've been waiting for. This is the reason that you've traveled from far distances to honor our graduates. I always say that we are a racing family, and families celebrate milestones together. We're at birthdays, we're at weddings, and tonight we're at graduations. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to introduce to you the class of 2024. Zoe Arrington, graduating with honors, distinction, early graduate, college tech advance, and a GPA of 4.59. Caleb Bacon. Caleb Bates. Gavin Betts. Oliver Bonner. Ian Collins. Bryce Cox. Wyatt Carrington. Watson. Graduating with honors distinction, a college tech advance, and a GPA of 4.64. Jackson Driscoll. Gabriella Dashowski. Miles Engelman. Graduating honors, early graduate, college tech advance, and a Hope Scholarship winner, and a GPA of 3.55. Connor Fair, graduate with honors and a college tech advanced degree and a GPA of 4.03. Coles Forbes, honors, early graduate, and a college tech advanced, and a GPA of 4.11. A.J. Greenwell, graduating with honors and career, a 3.57 GPA. Leland Honeyman, Allie Humphrey, Jace Lewis, early graduation with honors, private pilot license, and working towards an agricultural pilot license and an ambassador of On Track with a 4.11 GPA. Colton Moe, graduating with honors in a college tech advance and a GPA of 3.62. River Morris, Trenton Odom. Trenton is an Eagle Scout. Carson Pinkston. Ambassador Thor Powell. Jordan Renfro, graduate of honors, early graduation, college tech advance, and an ambassador with a GPA of 3.74. Collins Schlegel. Colin has a wardrobe malfunction. Colton Selby. Hagen Smith. Ty Strauss, graduating with honors and a college tech advanced and a GPA of 3.7. Preston Todd. Aiden Troyan. And Zaya Zaganti. Students, please stand up. Graduates, it is symbolic to step from one threshold into another. You have worked hard. You have achieved a milestone that we all never forget. I can tell you the seat I sat in at the West Virginia University Coliseum on my graduation day. This is a day you will never forget. The symbolic of stepping through that threshold, take your hand, grab your tassel, and pull it over to your left side. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the graduating class of 2024.
I was thinking about the fans. We were underground, load of merch in that 12-passenger van in a small club in Minnesota, and the snow outside of First Ave. I just wanted my name and star. Now look at where we at, still growing up, still growing up. I would lay in my bed and dream about what I've become. Couldn't wait to get on, couldn't wait to be something. Now that I'm here, wishing I was still young. Those good old
Somebody would have told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. 'Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Wish I didn't think I had the answers. Wish I didn't drink all of that glass first. Wish I made it to homecoming. Got up the courage to ask her. Wish I would have gotten out of my show. Wish I put the bottle back on that shelf. Wish I wouldn't have worried about what other people thought and felt comfortable with myself. Rooftop open and the stars above. The moment frozen, sneaking out and falling in love. Me, you, and that futon. We just begun. On the grass dreaming, figuring out who I was. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. 'Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Never thought we'd get old. Maybe we're still young. Maybe you always look back and think it was better than it was. Maybe these are the moments. Maybe I've been missing what it's about. Been scared of the future, thinking about the past while missing out on now. We've come so far.